guys, welcome back to my channel. It is your girl Scarlett here today, and today's video is going to be what seems to be one of your guys' favorites on my channel. It's going to be one of my vinyl record collections. Today we're going to be digging into the Gibb brothers, the Bee Gees, and Andy Gibb. And without further ado, let's just get into my vinyl collection of the Bee Gees and Andy Gibb. So I will admit, some of these copies are my sister. She helped me out with my collection. So I don't have as many as I thought, but it's a lot for me because I have been collecting vinyl for a long time. So the first one in my collection, I don't want to break these, is from my sister, and it's Bee Gees First. It's just so pretty. Like, there's nothing absolutely wrong with it. Everything is just so perfect on it. I believe it's the original sleeve. Yeah, it's the original sleeve because they were with Atco or whatever when they were here in America first. And all that stuff. Perfect condition, so thanks Sissy for that one. And then this next one, I just actually bought last month because I had not found it for myself. My sister already had it, but I bought it. It's horizontal. It has some of my favorite songs from them, and it's got Massachusetts, World, and all that jazz. And this is when they still had Colin, and I can't remember the guy's name for the life of me at the moment, but the other guy that was in the band. So like this, absolutely perfect. Nothing wrong with the record. Just so pretty. And then this one is from my sissy. Again, this is actually greatest hits up until that point. It's got like Holiday, I Gotta Get a Message to You, I Can't See Nobody, Words. That's my favorite Bee Gees song from like the 60s era of the Bee Gees. And it says it's a rough copy, but when I looked at it, there was no scratches. I think it was just because it did come with like the plastic and stuff from then, but very, very pretty. And I think this is this is the third one so far. And then this one, me and my sister, fun fact, so we went record hunting about a month ago or so, and there's several albums that she still needs and I like and I would like to find myself. And I was going through this bin at the record store and I found this one, Trafalgar, I think I'm saying that right, Trafalgar, Bee Gees. It has How Can You Mend a Broken Heart, Walking Back to Waterloo. And the funny thing is that she and I have both been looking for this independently. We could not find it for the life of us, and we thought there was only one copy, but I kept going and we found two, so we finally added this one to our record collection. Absolutely gorgeous copy, absolutely nothing wrong with it. I believe this one opens, yeah, it opens up. And you've got the Brothers Gibb, if I can hold it, on this side, and it's just such a great copy, and nothing wrong with it. Spent $15 on it. I think this is one of the most expensive Bee Gees albums I bought, quote unquote. And then this one's probably one of my favorites. So I love their early 70s hits. Don't get me wrong, I love the disco Saturday Night Fever album era, but one of my favorites is going to be To Whom It May Concern. Run to Me has a special place in my heart. And this one is supposed to have that pop-up thing. My copy doesn't, but if you want to go see my sister's copy and collection of her Bee Gees stuff, check out the featured channels or check out the link in the description below. Her record collection of the Bee Gees is just French kiss, or no, Chef's Kiss. I said French Kiss, but Chef's Kiss. And this one's actually pretty decent on the outside of the copy. The record itself is perfect too. And then this copy, I stole from my dad's collection. It's the main course album. This is when they started going into the falsetto and all that stuff. Jive Talking, When to Change, Fanny Be Tender. This album overall is probably one of my absolute favorite Bee Gees albums as well. And then nothing wrong with the record. My dad was such a with his record collection from the 80s and 90s. And then this one, don't get me wrong, I love this one, but I don't love it as much as some of the other ones. But it is the Children of the World album. I do love Love So Right. I like the ones that are like less falsetto, so this one's one of my better copies of the albums than the album I cannot with my hands today. Comes with the original sleeve. Nothing wrong with that. All good on that one. And then this other one that's in my collection is one of my favorites. I found this probably when I first started looking for the Bee Gees on vinyl, and it's Here Last, Bee Gees Alive. And it's kind of worn, I will say, but the record itself are absolutely perfect. I really like the back picture a lot. And I think this one opens up. See, I try to keep everything in the plastic, so after this I don't have to put everything back in. Yeah, this one opens up. fair warning, it's kind of like trippy, so there's that. I hope the album cover is shown all the way through, and the inside trippy. The records themselves are absolutely perfect. Came with the original paper sleeves and all that jazz. So gorgeous. Just so beautiful. I can't get over how clean this copy is. And then this one, I will say, I love the falsetto, but not as much. But I will say Spirits Haven't Flown is probably my favorite of the like falsetto tracks and stuff. Overall, this one was just too much heaven, guys. You guys just, if you guys are BG fans, you guys know. You guys know. I love the inside of this one as well. Hopefully the camera has got enough wide lens to get the picture. Nothing really wrong with it. And I think it comes with the original paper sleeve. Don't quote me on it. I haven't looked at these in a hot minute. Yeah, it does. So this one comes with the original paper sleeve. And then these are their band members and stuff, or people that worked on the album. So there's that one. And then the last one that's actually in my collection of Bee Gees like stuff is actually this one that I got at Target. It's Timeless All-Time Greatest Hits, and it's on that heavy like 180 gram vinyl. This is like heavy duty. And I got it I think a year or two ago when I was at Target. Same thing like with my Ava Gold one. This is around the same time I bought this one. Just so gorgeous, so pretty. In the back, I just love this picture of them at the bottom. Just look how cute it is. And then the last record that I have, which isn't really a Bee Gees album, but it's the Barbra Streisand and Barry Gibb Guilty album. Got this at Goodwill for 99 cents. And the record itself is absolutely perfect, but there's that. And now let's go on to Andy, my favorite. You guys can tell, Andy's my favorite. Okay, you guys, so as we all really know, because Andy only had 3 studio albums himself, I've got all 3 of the studio albums, and I have a handful of 45s, which some I found actually were in recent years, but we'll start with the 3 studio albums. He did have a greatest hits album around 1980. My sister has that copy. We share it, so, but if you want to see her collection, of course, like I said earlier, check out the description below for a link to my sister's channel. So this is probably my favorite album of the studio albums he did because of the more country vibes on it. So it was his debut album, Flowing Rivers, I Just Want to Be Everything, Dance to Light in the Morning, Starlight, Let It Be Me, Flowing Rivers, Love is Thicker Than Water. This copy is absolutely gorgeous. This was one of the first ones I found when I started collecting Andy's music. I started liking his music in 2017, I think. So it's been almost 5 years that I've been listening to him, and the copy's just so clean. Love it, love it, love it. And then I have several copies of Shadow Dancing. I don't know if it's actually known out there, but on some of the pressings of the Shadow Dancing album, on one of the tracks, it just sits there skipping. So I have like 3 or 4 copies of this one, but this is my favorite copy because it's absolutely stellar. It's just so perfect, and I keep it in this plastic that it came in, and the album itself has no scratches, no nothing. This one does not skip. But this one is also just, there's not a skip on this one. Full for a Night and Everlasting Love, Shadow Dancing. You guys, this album is up there. And then this was his last studio album. This is, I think it's called, yeah, After Dark. I almost said Rest Your Love on Me because I saw that on the track back here. And this one has a little bit of wear and tear, but neither me or my sister have been able to find a second copy or a third copy of this. So this one's kind of like rare, I guess, for collecting. But my favorite thing about this one is it came with the original paper sleeve. So, it's just so pretty. And then I know it's in here somewhere. Hold on, let me find it. Is it in this? In here? So, I don't know if it came with this or if the girl that had this probably before me, like ended up at a record store. It has the original form to sign up for the Andy Gibb Club that was back in the late 70s, early 80s. And there's like posters that you could have bought in, t-shirts, all that jazz. I thought this was so cool because this is like a step back in time. You could clip an order right here. Like everything was absolutely perfect in this. And then since I have 45s of Andy, we're going to start with the first one that's my absolute favorite in my collection because it came with the original paper sleeve. So I have the debut single, I Just Want to Be Everything, in the original 45. It's kind of damaged. We just got to be thankful I found this. And no scratches on the actual 45 itself. I have got to clean these. I haven't played on my record player in a hot minute. And then the next one, I believe I'm gonna show is, okay, so here's Shadow Dancing on a 45. The actual like label itself is kind of worn, but when I play it, it's absolutely fine. And then the next one in my collection is, okay, I was confused. Okay, I Love Don't Throw It All Away. This one, same thing. The label's a little bit worn. There's like a minor scratch on it, but it does not affect the airplay at all. And then the last one, which is probably my favorite Andy song off of the Shadow Dancing album, which is An Everlasting Love. There are some minor scratches on here, but backsided with flowing rivers. And that concludes my Andy and Bee Gees collection, guys. If you have made it this far in this video, I wanted to thank you guys so much for watching this new vinyl collection on my channel. You guys seem to really love those, like my Carpenters and ABBA, and now I'm doing Bee Gees and Andy. And I have a lot of other artists that I've been collecting, so if you wanted to see like an overall general like record collection one day, I can definitely do that. But I will catch you guys in my next video, which hopefully will be soon, and I'll catch you guys later. Bye guys!